And like always, let me know if you guys can hear me, if it's coming in clear, and by doing so, you can do that by hitting 1. Help spread the word, let people know that we are live. It's been about, what, 4 days now since I've gone live, and the way you can do that is just by hitting that thumbs up, and it'll send out that notification, and more people will know that we are live. So as you guys can see, the name of the title is A Witness Comes Forward to Seeing the Boys on the 21st of December. I actually have her on the phone now. You guys keep the chat very respectful. Hear her out. Everything she's going to tell you guys is the truth. There's no in between. Everything she's doing it on her own, and it's what she wants people to know, what happened, what she's seen, and this is going to be her time to let each and every one of you guys know. So I appreciate you guys tuning in to this chat, to the live feed. She's on the phone now, and we have people saying that they can hear. Okay, so you guys can hear me pretty good? You guys hit 1 if you can hear me pretty good. Okay, all right. There we go. Okay, so, hey, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, so everybody can hear. Now's your time. I'm going to put the phone. She's on the phone, guys. So you guys, she's going to be talking through this mic right here. Okay, so this is your time. I'm going to go ahead and sit the phone down. That way you could tell your story. And go ahead. Mic is yours.
Hi, AV. Well, I would hate to say it was my story, but I really wish it wasn't. And it's not even my story. It's about past schools here, which I first.
Let me make sure they can hear you real quick. Can you guys hear her? If you guys can hear her, she's talking a little low, but if you guys can hear her, let me know by pressing 1. Okay, here, hold on then before you go on, okay? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna connect you to the Bluetooth. That way they can, people can hear you better, okay? Give me 1 second. Hold on, guys. All right, guys. So I'm back. Sorry about that. I have her connected to the Bluetooth now. All right. Can you say something so I can make sure I hear you? Hello. Hello.
Oh, hi. AV, can you see me?
No. Hold on. Let me try that again.
Cool as well.
Okay, we got you. So I got you connected to the Bluetooth now. If you want to start from the beginning.
Okay. Okay. I was trying to text the duo at the same time. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get out of this.
Are you there?
Sorry. Yeah, no, I'm here. I'm sorry. I was trying to do, when I took your phone call, at the same time, I was trying to do the duo when you called. So I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. Did you want me to explain
Okay,
what
so,
you told me, or do you want to go ahead and just let everybody know?
I can do this. So I seen the boys on the 21st of December at a store in San Jose, and it was on the 21st around 7 a.m. in the morning. They came in, and Jacqueline asked, when I saw them come in, they walked down one aisle, and then that's when I noticed them, and she had asked me if they could use the bathroom. And I told them they could not, and I told them I apologize, and I know, they had the babies with them. And I told her, and I couldn't, so then they went down another aisle, and turns out, came back and asked me if they sell diapers. And I said, no, we don't sell the diapers. And so they were in the store for a little bit, and our store's really, doesn't have any people in the store, low volume at that time. So they were at the front register. I checked them out on register 3. And during this time, we had a pretty good conversation, what I thought at the time. And
Hello, are you there?
part of me wishes that I was never there. I don't know why I crossed paths with these babies and these people at that time. But she had told me that the boys were in Tracy with their aunt for 2 weeks, and they had just gotten in from Tracy on the 20th, just before midnight. Just before midnight, I guess they came into San Jose.
Okay.
So on the 21st, which was the day that I seen them, was in the morning. And it made sense because she had told me that they slept overnight in the van. And I was like, oh my gosh, poor babies. And this is when they were standing in my line, and the kids are right there. And I said, oh my gosh, poor Papa. I'm like, I'm sorry. I had to stay the night because it was cold, And so I noticed that Classic had his hoodie a little bit over his head, and he was wearing black polyester pants, like the kinds that our grandmas put us in, those little black Easter pants, like little silk pants.
Yeah.
So yeah, they had the bow tie and everything that comes with them, for Easter. So he had little pants like that, but they didn't quite fit him, and he was kind of he had his hands in his pocket, holding up his pants. Mm. And I noticed that he was wearing white canvas tennis shoes.
White canvas tennis shoes?
White canvas tennis shoes.
Okay.
And I let me remind you, I talked to you, and they should have it documented that I talked to Officer Hanson twice.
So I'm not trying to interrupt you, but let me just tell everybody in here, she contacted California City Police Department. She spoke to
Twice.
Officer Hanson 2 times. Now, I want to make sure everybody can hear. Can you guys hear what she's saying? Does it sound pretty clear? So what happened? Let me break it down for you guys can hear real quick. On December 21st at 7 a.m. in the morning, Trezell, Jacqueline, and the 2 boys walked inside of a store in San Jose, California. They started speaking. They started talking. And see, everybody's saying it's muffled. So I'll go ahead and try to break it down real quick. So they started talking, and
Okay.
go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. I was just gonna see if I can do the duo thing again, because I'd really like to, to make things clear if I could just figure out how to do that.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping to hear. You know what? Let me try it this way again. Okay, go ahead. Let you guys let me know if it sounds better now. Go ahead. Go ahead. Are you there?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, you waiting for me?
Yeah.
Okay. So, where do you want me to start off at?
Just from right there where you left off.
Okay. So I had spoken with Officer Hanson twice, and I gave him the information and even give him more of the detail of what they were wearing, because they would, I believe, I don't know exactly what it said, but they were wearing gray hoodies and black pants. But anyhow, so I was calling him and did you give them more? Did the Trezell and Jacqueline, did they give you more descriptive of what the kids were wearing? He said, "What do you mean?" And I said, "Well, the baby, the older one, he was wearing white canvas tennis shoes." And he kind of like chuckled at me, and I didn't understand why we do that. He goes, "And what else?" And I told him I gave him a description of the pants, and I explained to him that I have not been able to sleep because, I know that these babies are missing, and I've seen them, and that's, I don't know. It was just like he mocked it, and I didn't understand why. And so, anyhow, when I seen them on the 21st of December, there's some other things that I had witnessed and things that even Trezell, he didn't say very much at all. I think he only spoke to her. I think I heard his voice, him speaking to her once, and then once on the way out the door when I spoke with him briefly. So that's all I know. All I know is that they were in San Jose. And I reported it, and I did the best that I could. I knew I don't have, I'm not like any person that's out here for like any type of reward or anything like that. I mean, if anything, I pray to God that these babies are found, and the money that, it goes to the Righteous Foundation to, be a voice for these babies that are missing and things that are happening to these children. Because it's not just these 2 babies.
Right.
But anyhow, I just know what I know, and when I've seen AV that you're going with, over there, you're over there, you're putting everything you got into it, and I don't know. All I know is that I saw what I saw, and I had to try my best to do what I had to do to get a hold of someone to listen to me, and I wanted to make sure. I prayed about this. God gave me the wisdom. He said, be careful who you tell, and you have to say it with wisdom.
Right.
And strength. And then some of the things, believe it or not, I was battling with today. And so, yeah.
Okay, so I'll just let me talk to everybody real quick. It's kind of hard. I guess a lot of people are having a hard time hearing or something like that. I actually want to do a StreamYard. I know that this has been bothering her. I know that. I mean, I could hear it in her voice that it's bothering her. Um, if for everybody who wasn't able to really hear everything, Jacqueline and Trezell walked into her store 7 o'clock in the morning. This is what's being told, and they went in there looking for diapers. They didn't sell diapers in the store, so she told them,
So,
"Go ahead."
Giselle, I mean, I'm sorry, Giselle. No, Jacqueline had asked for the bathrooms first. So they weren't just, it was,
Okay, so Jacqueline asked for the bathroom.
bathroom and then diapers. So they asked for both. They asked for the bathroom, she asked for the bathroom first, and then she asked me for diapers.
Okay. And then where was the part at when you seen um the youngest one that had what did you say? There was something wrong with him or something like that?
Yeah. Okay, so I think if I want to really talk about that part, I really would like to everybody to really hear me because it's not. I'm not. I just want to make sure they can hear me. This is just not. I just want people to get led in the wrong direction.
What? Right, of course, of course.
But I want people to really hear me, and and it's not that I want people to see me, but just to hear my voice more clear. Because if they can't hear me, then I just.
Yeah, but most of the people are saying that they can hear you.
Like,
There's some that's saying that they can't really hear,
and the
but
only way I'm saying this is it's just I'm being straightforward with you. Like the video that was just framed with AV United, and her just showing the paper and not showing what boy it was, if they either lied or not. And then here you come with the video and I have a muffled voice. You know what I'm saying?
right.
God told me to use wisdom. God gave me also wisdom to be careful because it's just something that the boys deserve.
Right. Well, you want to, I mean, you want to help find the boys. And I mean, that's very big that you're saying that you've seen them on the 21st of December and that they walked into the store and that they were actually out there because of something, getting paperwork done at a court building.
Yes, at the family court, which is it's just like like in 4 or 5, maybe 4 to 6 blocks from where I work at, and it was a Monday morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, he's going to get paperwork, I guess, and early in the morning, the office would be, and I was thinking that they were going to be closed because of the holidays, but.
That they were gonna get. Wait, that they were gonna get.
They were gonna get papers. They were gonna get papers for their 2 other foster children.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And at that point, I was like, "Wow, you have 2." When we were in line 3 before I checked them out, when we were having this conversation, she had when we were speaking. She told me the boys' names were Orrin and Orson. And I remember looking at them, and so it's always good to go back a little bit because that way you have the full story of what I saw that day.
Now, what would make, so what was the common ground that made Jacqueline start speaking to you so much? Like what was it that made her talk and open up about they were out there in San Jose for paperwork at the court and dropping them off at a family member's house in Tracy?
Right, because she had a really good, had a resemblance. Well, first of all, the babies, it's the babies, and then it was also really early in the morning. To have kids out that early, plus it was cold. And she had started talking to after the diapers, I think the common ground was when I had said, did you guys stay out? Were you guys outside long? Because the boys looked like they were cold. And then she goes, well, we stayed the night in the van. And I was like, what do you mean like that? Like, I'm just like curious. Like, why would you stay the night in the van? And then that's when I noticed that, looking at the boys, and we started the conversation from there. And I don't know why she was talkative and Giselle was not.
Right.
So I don't know if she was, the only thing I can think of is that maybe she was scared of him or something. I don't know if, I don't know. And that's why she was telling me so much. I don't know. But she was telling me everything. I couldn't understand why. And I asked her, I'm like, why did this woman tell me this stuff? So I don't know.
Right.
All I know is that she was going to be leaving there and going to Morgan Hill because I believe she had family in Morgan Hill, and she said that she was going to she had family in Los Banos and also in Fresno.
Also in Fresno?
Yeah.
I know the first time.
And I said, well, you guys have a long trip. I go, you guys are traveling so much. And she was telling me that they were moving out to South City. And I was like, where is that at? And I never heard of it.
Oh,
and
she
just started
right.
telling me everything. So that's why the boys, I don't think the boys made it to Cal City as well, because I see them there in the store, and something had happened to them from San Jose to Cal City, from them getting there.
Right. I remember the first time when me and you spoke, you said you remembered exactly what both of them were wearing.
Yeah.
And if you want to rewind just a little bit and go over that, that would be great if you could do that.
Okay. So both the boys were wearing the dark hoodies, like they said. The baby, though, had like a peach-colored blanket, like wrapped around him, like inside the stroller, because he was in a stroller.
A peach-colored blanket?
Yes.
Okay.
And the stroller was like a darker kind of, it was like black, but it had like the charcoal seating. So the outside was, and it had also a red lining on the inside of the stroller and a red tag.
Okay. And
I could not see what the baby was wearing as far as pants or shoes, because you know how you bundle a baby and you just put them in the stroller.
Right.
So their feet are covered as well. So I just seen the blanket and the hoodie.
Okay. And which one had on those white canvas shoes you were telling me about? Classic.
The older baby.
He had on the white canvas shoes?
Yeah, the 4-year-old.
Okay. And he was the one that you said something about his pants weren't really fitting him too well?
No. And also, along with what I saw with him, his description, his face, he just looked very sad. But I figured it's from the trip, that he's traveling, they just went to go see their aunt for 2 weeks, and, they say he looked really sad, thin, and not happy.
Mm-hmm.
His lips were, when you get cold and the lips are chapped, his lips were chapped, all chappy.
Okay, and that's classic. Classic's lips were chappy?
Yeah, like from the cold, when you're when you go skiing, your lips get chapped.
Right.
Chapped. Yeah,
Right.
so
Okay, is there anything else because when we spoke, I get it. You're nervous right now. I get it. I get it. You know, so I mean, there's a lot of things that was you actually skipped over from when we first talked about, and I know you didn't purposely do that. I know I understand that you're nervous about the whole thing. But any information that's good information that will help put us on the right path to find the boys, I mean, it's highly appreciated. You know, I mean,
Right.
a lot of people are
But
extremely invested and, hurting and, they want to know what happened to the boys. And here we have you actually seeing them on the 21st of December, the day when they actually came up missing on the 21st of December, from what
right,
Chazelle was saying, you know?
right. Before they left that store, they told me that they were driving and they had a long drive and it was going to be about 5 hours, 5.5 to 6 hours.
Okay.
And does anybody have footage of them, of that house, before those hours?
I don't believe
At
there's
their house
any,
on that day?
no, I don't believe that there's any footage that shows them being at that house at that time. But that is something I'm going to start looking into even more now.
And the other thing is, they had plenty of time to drive from here all the way to where they had to go to, and dump a body, put them a couple of babies or whatever they freaking did to them, and go back home like nothing happened on the road trip.
So do you want me to okay, so for everybody who's watching, and if you're not able to hear it too well, do you want me, I'm just gonna, you don't have to, I'll tell them what you told me. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Okay, so she noticed that our sincere was inside of the stroller, and his face looked swollen, right?
Right.
And did you say something about his hands being swollen as well, or?
His little hand, okay guys, I forgot. Yes, so his little hand was swollen, and his face and head was swollen. So it wasn't just that one part of his face was swollen. It was like his little face and his, the whole, yeah, was swollen. And I told him, and yeah, said, oh, are you okay? Like, and I touched his little hand. I said, oh, Papa, are you feeling okay? And then I asked Jeffrey, I said, his head is swollen. And I go, is he okay? And she told me that he had cancer.
Okay, so when you asked Jacqueline if he was okay, she told you that he has cancer.
Yes.
And that was it, or?
No. She said that, I told her, I said, well, that's when I turned to Orson, and I told him, Classic, I said, you got to be strong for your brother.
Let me
He didn't even.
let me just say something real quick, guys. So I know a lot of I see the messages, guys. I can't respond to every one of them, but I'm reading them, okay? She ended up seeing one of the videos online on January the 14th, right?
Yes.
Okay, so around January the 14th, she's seen one of the videos online about the boys. Since then, she's been carrying a weight, literally, that's been weighing her down, feeling like she might have been the only and last person that possibly seen the boys on the 21st. Now, when you have a heart that's hurting you got to try to understand, from her point of view as well. I see the messages, guys. So a lot of people are saying, hear her out, hear her out, hear her out. But then we have some that are just, not going with it. You get what I'm saying? But thinking that you could have been the last person that possibly seen the boys, and you've been carrying this for a while, not knowing really, what to do. She did contact the police though. She reached out, she talked to Hanson, right?
Yes, twice.
Excuse me. She talked to Hanson twice, and how did that actually go with you talking to Hanson? I'm kind of curious about that.
Not well at all. And
Not well.
we got no. When I had asked him when I had finally got a hold of him, I asked him if Trezell and Jacqueline gave them a more detailed description of what the boys were wearing. I said, I know, because from what I see, it's not matching what I thought. I mean, or I can give you a more descriptive. And I told him what the boys were wearing, and he chuckled at me.
Hanson chuckled at you?
Yes. And I told him, I said, I'm sorry, I've been losing sleep over this and can't sleep. And he said, do you know how many stories I get? And that's why
Hanson told you, you know how many stories I get? That's who said that?
Yes.
Okay. And he just basically like,
I'm sorry, he did not even ask me if they had a stroller. They didn't ask me if they were in kind of vehicle or nothing. When I talked to him the second time I talked to him, you know what he told me? Oh my gosh. We ended up hanging up the phone, before I hung up the phone. He said, we have footage, when I told him the whole story, like I'm telling you, he said, we have footage that they were not in that store that day. And I said, and I thought to myself, I'm like, okay, how do they have footage of them not in that store that day? So do they have footage of them somewhere else? Because I know what I saw, or are they lying?
wait a minute. So the store that you work at, Hanson already knew about that? Why would he make a comment like, well, we already know?
That's why I don't that's what I don't understand. And that's why I said I don't really want to mess with this too much, because it's a lot bigger than you think it is. And I don't know if this is, I'm doing the right thing and telling you.
Well, of course. I mean, anything that's going to help us get on the right track for the boys. Like, I don't see what anybody would gain out of, lying and everything else like that. You know what I mean?
Right. And so they said that they had footage that they were not in my store. Okay. So if that's the case, that they were somewhere else.
Yeah, but how would he even know about your? Okay, so
I don't know. But prior to this, and our store does only hold the video for 2 weeks. And you got to keep in mind, we did not have the footage. By the time I found about this story, it was 2 weeks, a little bit over 2 weeks, I think, too late. When I went back and asked, as soon as I seen the same date.
Mm-hmm.
No, we don't have footage. I said, we don't keep our videos but for 2 weeks. And I said, wow.
Okay, so you spoke to Hanson, and then you think he like checked into it or something, and then he said that to you, or did he just come out as that's kind of weird.
Maybe he did maybe he did check into it, because now this is the second phone call when he told me this.
Okay, second phone call. Okay.
Because I was pressuring him, like, I need to talk to somebody. You know, maybe I wasn't clear enough the first time I talked to him, so I gave him another call back.
Hey guys, not trying to interrupt her. If you guys can, I mean, you could probably go on Google and type in like how long does it take to get from San Jose to California City. I'm not sure. I think it might be like 3 hours or something like that.
San Jose from California City,
Yeah.
it's about 6 hours.
6 hours.
Yes. Five, maybe 5.5 to 6 hours.
Hold on, give me a second. Let me look something up real quick. You're still there, right?
Yeah, 7, 8,
Um, hold up.
They would have
Echo.
gone there about 1 o'clock.
Echo, how far is California City from San Jose?
From San Jose, California City is 311.3 miles away by car.
311 miles away by car.
Yeah, they were driving the van. That gave them plenty of time for them to freaking drive from San Jose, pick up the baby from freaking Timbuktu Tracy. I mean, why were they driving so much? Why were all of them separated? Something happened with the little baby, Orson. Either that's maybe the reason why they picked him up from the aunt's house, because something happened to the baby and the freaking aunt didn't know what to do with the baby. I don't know. But the kids were with their aunt for 2 weeks. Something either happened to that baby at the aunt's house, or it was with Giselle and Jacqueline in the car.
And and Jacqueline is the one that said that we dropped them off for 2 weeks, or?
Yeah, that they were at their aunt's house for 2 weeks and they were picking them up.
Okay. All right. So let's, if you don't mind, let's go back to when they, go ahead.
I just wanted to get a point across, because, I'm trying to do the best I can to investigate.
I know.
And I put my puzzles to make my puzzles, not my puzzles, but just make it know exactly what I know, but also do my research on this. So I just found out that the realtor lives here in Santa Clara County.
The realtor lives in Santa Clara County?
Yeah. Google that. Yes, the realtor. And I didn't get her name, but I know that it's in someone's videos. It was just supposed to.
You're talking about the realtor that loaned the money, or the realtor that sold the house?
I'm not sure which one, but yeah, check out both of them.
Or I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I've heard so much stuff. But
No,
okay.
I know. So I'm just telling you for a fact, if you really want some answers, the realtor lives here in Santa Clara County, which maybe they weren't really here to pick up paperwork for the kids. Oh. I don't know. And
I didn't know they're the same. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess the realtor that loaned the cash and sold the house, they're the same person. Okay, I can see that. I get it. You're opening up more, and that's good. I think people can hear you a lot more clear now. You want to the other day when we talked, you said something about when they told you that they were in San Jose because they had to pick up some paperwork from the court, and that you ended up telling them, "Oh, well, I'm interested in maybe getting my grandson or something like that." So that's how you guys were able to actually like establish some type of grounds, right? To where she felt.
Well, because also because I told her that she had a resemblance to someone I knew, and I said, "Do you have a sister by the name of?" And she was like, "Oh no." I go, "Cousin maybe?" And she was like, "No," and she resembled her so much. And then we started talking, and that's how we actually started talking. And we started, she started opening up about, the travel, when we were traveling, and where the kids were at. That's how we actually started talking.
Oh, okay. Okay, got you. And I mean, she even went as far as to saying something about the other kids were at the grandma's house or something like that, right?
Yes.
But what
So
happened like after that? Like when she said that the other kids were at the grandma's house, I think you said something else to her too. Or like how come you guys didn't want to go to your grandma or something like that? Something you said. I forget exactly how
so
it was.
they had their. She had told me that the kids were at the grandma's house and they were going to be on their way to pick up. You know, they were going to go. They were going to go to Morgan Hill, and they were going to go to pick up their other 4 kids from the grandma's house.
Oh, on the way
Because I
back.
told you from San Jose.
Okay. So if they said that the kids were in Tracy for 2 weeks, that could probably explain why you don't. Well, okay, wait a minute. So that means the kids were in Tracy before the 19th
Yes,
and all that. So that could explain why you only see 4 kids getting inside of the van because Classic and Sincere was already out in Tracy, right? That's
yes,
how. That's. I mean, that's what I'm
right.
thinking. Okay. Hmm.
Believe me, I've been trying to put this all together and make sense. You know what I'm saying? And because there's pieces to the puzzle that people don't know, and that's
Hmm.
why I'm telling you. Everybody's been wanting to know what day they were missing. It was the 21st. Okay, where were the kids at 2 weeks before that? They were in Tracy with an aunt, and I don't know if it was Trezelle's side or if it was Jacqueline's side, but they were in Tracy.
Um, Angela, she says, does this lady own a business in San Jose? I live 20 minutes from San Jose. There is a lot of trafficking in that area. And
That's
so,
another thing I wanted.
and Angela, that's another reason why she's very nervous as well, because there is a lot of that out that way in San Jose. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. I don't think she owns a
No, no,
business out there, though. You don't own any businesses out there, do you?
I'm not going to say.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right. Did you go ahead? You were just about to say something, but I ended up cutting you off. I didn't mean to do that.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I have books that had a principle.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
I apologize. But anyhow, no, I was going to say to the last person, what was your question again?
Angela G
Besides,
has a question. That's what we'll do right now, guys, real quick. Let's go through the questions. Miss Angela G said she wants to know, does the lady, I'm thinking that she's talking about you, own a business in San Jose? She says, I live 20 minutes from San Jose, and there is a lot of trafficking in that area.
just tell her this is why I am being careful.
They can hear you.
That's why I'm being careful.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure you just heard that, right? That's why she's being careful. I'm going to go ahead. Let's take a couple more questions. Now's the time. We have another one. Thank you for doing that, RMH. Tracy, Morgan Hill, San Jose, California, Bakersfield. Why paperwork in San Jose? He's they're wanting to know why would they be in San Jose to get paperwork. So that's a good question
The 2 other foster kids.
because they were trying to get paperwork for 2 of the other foster kids,
That's what she told me. I don't know.
according
It
to
could have been,
right.
yeah. I mean, there is a lot of human trafficking. I mean, also, I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Do you remember what day was that? What day was the 21st, guys, of December?
It was a Monday, I believe.
Echo. What day was the 21st of December 2020?
December 21st, 2020 was on a Monday.
Monday. So I know the courts out here in where I live at Mondays, I think it's the first Monday of the month, they're closed or something like that. I don't know how the court is out that way in San Jose though. They were most
Yeah,
likely.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure either. I'm not sure either.
How many courts are out there in San Jose? Do you know?
There's, well, I know the one that's just closest to me, which is downtown San Jose.
Downtown San Jose. Okay, we have who is that? Mike. Hey, thank you, Mike. I appreciate you. I appreciate that, guys. So listen, guys, this is the reason why I decided to. I've been having to weed through a whole bunch of stuff, guys. I have people call me, I have people email me saying that they've seen the boys and blah blah blah. But every time when I listen to their story and I ask them questions, I even change the questions, just different wording. Her story has never changed. That's the reason why we're here now with her. I believe her. Excuse me, guys. Hold on, give me a second. Excuse me. I really do. I believe her. I know people are going to be, skeptical and, well, no, 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 no. It can't be. But for some reason, I do. I do believe her. I'm not going to come on here and waste your guys' time. I never have done that. Um, did you want to, one more time, do you feel like describing what the boys had on one more time?
I'll start with the stroller. The stroller was a dark color, but then the interior of it was like grayish charcoal. It was like a dark gray with a red trim and a red tag on the right side. And it was a double stroller, something I did not mention to you. I don't believe before, but yes, it was a double stroller.
A double stroller?
Yes.
Okay, now this is stuff that has not been released out there anywhere because this is my first time hearing about a double stroller. So we need to find out. Okay, did they have a double stroller? And you said the color of the shoes were white canvas shoes?
Yes.
Okay.
And polyester pants. That's what I wanted to say.
Polyester pants?
Polyester, like a little, creased with the little hem on the bottom.
Right.
From at Walmart. Oh, yeah, those little Easter pants. Those, that's what he had on.
The little, what type of pants?
Black. Polyester.
Black polyester pants. Black polyester pants.
Like little flat. Yeah.
A double seated stroller and a blanket that's a peach color.
Yeah. And yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else that you wanted to add?
I'm just going to I would hope that we could pray over this, everyone, because
that's very true.
There's a lot of people that are out there causing diversion. You got to recognize who those kind of people are and put away with it, because once we leave those people out, we start finding out the true answers. And I think a good warrior and a person with a human heart would weed out the bad people. And
right.
Listen to those people that are telling the truth. Right. Because in the end, it's about the business. It's not about anything else. And
well, I'm very thankful that you came forward. We're gonna have to do some homework and start, looking into, all of this as well. I'm not gonna be able to make it out there this weekend, like I was telling you, but I am gonna be coming out there next weekend. And thank you for, having the courage to come forward in front of everyone here and talk about what you've seen. But now, now it's time for us to do homework and find out, everything that's like in that area. Didn't you say something about that you told him about where a Rite Aid was at or something like that? Or
Yes, because they needed diapers. They needed the diapers. So if there any other stores around there, um, told them that there was a Rite Aid because they told me that they were going out that way towards Morgan Hill. They were going back home to South City. She had asked me, was there a place where I can get diapers around here? And I said, well, there's a Rite Aid up the street, kind of, you take the 101 and get off onto Capitol Expressway. And it's right there on the side. I said, you can't miss it. And I said,
you said it's off, the Rite Aid is off of Capitol Expressway?
Yes.
Okay, the Rite Aid, the Rite Aid that you told them about is off of Capitol Expressway.
Yes.
So Miss Angela G, she actually lives up there, and maybe she could swing by and talk to them up there at that Rite Aid. Who is this? GS said, did she say that one of the boys had cancer? What she said was she noticed that which one was it? Was classic or sincere? Which one was it? Was it in the stroke? Sincere. His face was swollen, his hands were swollen, and when she asked about him, Jacqueline told her he has cancer. That's what she said, right? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, and that's when I, immediately touched his hand and blessed him. I'm like, oh, Papa, in the name of Jesus. And
Amen.
I guess that's something I have to have with me, I guess, But, yeah.
Yeah. You okay?
Yeah.
Was it a side-by-side stroller or front and back?
Oh, the side-by-side kind.
Side-by-side.
Mm-hmm.
And that was from Fear Zero. Thank you, Fear Zero.
Yeah, but it was like an umbrella stroller. You're not wrong. Like it wasn't like those 2-seater ones that are big and bulky, like those big old wrinkle ones,
Right.
So it was, yeah.
So it's a side-by-side, not a big giant one you're saying, or just like a regular side-by-side?
It was the side. It was like a side-by-side, like kind of like the what do you call it? It's not like an umbrella stroller, but something similar to that.
Right. Okay. We have Dime. Am I reading that right? He said, "What's her opinion on what happened to the boys?" We can all have the opinions, but second question to that was both the boys with Jacqueline? They were both with Trezell and Jacqueline, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that was the only information you gave them to go to that Rite Aid to look for diapers. Was there anything else that you might have told them, or anywhere else that we need to start looking?
Because they were traveling that way, I told her, I said, well, if you want to, avoid some traffic because, it was a Monday and, because of the holidays, there's going to be traffic on Monday. I told her she should probably go down Monterey Road.
Monterey Road?
And I said, yes.
Okay.
And so that's where I've been.
Now, what is? I'm not from that area, so what is Monterey Road? It's just like a strip of highway or something that does it run like along the free? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It comes. I'm sorry. It comes all the way through San Jose from First Street, turns into Monterey Road, and goes all the way into Gilroy, which is You pass Morgan Hill and Gilroy.
You said Gilroy?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, Gilroy. So if they're heading back from San Jose to Cal City, they would be going south, right? Yeah, south.
Yeah, south. But they're traveling south though.
Okay, traveling southbound.
So they told me that they were going to be going, you know, to Morgan Hill and then back to their home. So I gave them directions, well, not directions, but to the nearest Rite Aid, you know, give me a little advice to,
Right.
you know, to give them some better time, you know. And I asked myself, you know, and I even blessed them before they left, you know, and why I was put in this position to cross paths like this, you know, and why she didn't even believe what I'm saying. And, you know, it's, yeah. If we're ever going to find the boys, I know where I saw them at, and just want them to be found, or maybe not. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Right.
But, yeah, you're going in, you know, that's why when I called you, I got a hold of you, AV.
Were they so do you guys have
going in the wrong direction?
no, of course. Do you guys have that whole mask policy that you have to wear there at that store?
Yes.
So when they came in, they both had on masks?
Yes.
Okay. What
The boys did not.
the boys did not. How did you know that it was the boys? Well, at that time you didn't know until January 14th, but how did you
Yeah, I didn't know.
how did you end
I
up
saw
knowing
this
their names though that day when they came in the store?
because Jacqueline told me their names, Orrin and Orson, and I told her, or not told her, but I told the boys, I go, oh, you sound like a couple of cowboys. You know, when I'm starting to see, you know, when I watched the YouTube video on the 14th, I went directly into the manager's office and I saw it, and I said, do we have video from 2 weeks? And they all looked at me and they said, no, we do not.
Okay.
And I said, these 2 boys were in the store back in December. And all they could tell me is that they were sorry. And, yeah.
Okay. So do you remember I've seen a comment on here where somebody said that a woman will recognize like every detail when it comes down to like a kid or their child or anything like that. Like a man will recognize every detail about their car. And I mean it's true. So that's why she could recall like the color of the blanket, the shoes, the double-sided stroller and everything else. You remember if they bought anything that day in your store, or they just were in there to find a bathroom or?
This was the other thing that was odd to me. You know, like, but this is right when she was leaving. She only purchased a Starbucks cappuccino, the pre-made one, in a glass bottle.
Right.
That's the only thing she purchased.
Did she purchase with the card or cash?
I believe she purchased with the $10 bill.
$10 bill.
Don't ask me how. You know how I know that?
How you know that?
How I know that is because when she handed me the $10 bill, she said it always 10 toes down.
When she handed you the $10 bill, she said, "Oh, what? Say that again."
She said, I'm always 10 toes down.
I'm always 10 toes down. What does that mean? Like, is there?
I didn't. I thought it was kind of funny.
Echo. What does always 10 toes down mean?
10 Toes Down is the 8th studio album by the American Southern hip hop duo
All right,
Big Ball
Echo.
and MJG.
Echo, shut up. That's enough. They're over there talking about some type of record. What does she mean by 10 toes down? Like that her feet are just what? straight landed on the ground, or what does that mean?
I thought, I don't know what it means, but to me it meant like I don't know if she was trying to be funny, but like she was like this hard person. I don't know.
I'm glad you guys got a good laugh on that one.
I don't know.
Echoes over here promoting albums. Okay, I truly appreciate you coming forward, and I know a lot of other people do as well. And I mean, I get it. It comes along with the territory. Some people believe it, some people don't. But I
I know.
do. I do. I believe you. I mean, I've had to weed through so much crap, and it's just like, oh my goodness, man, it's just crap after crap.
Right.
And
And
give me one second. Go ahead.
well, I was going to say that, and that's what I had sent you a video before when I told you, I was trying to get through to you that I don't, do YouTube videos, things like that, and I was trying to get through to you to
Right.
let you know what I know.
Right.
So,
Well, I appreciate you doing that. If anything else comes to mind, just call me. You have my number. And so that Rite Aid was on, what street was that again? Monterey?
Capital.
Capital. Did I write that?
The Rite Aid is on Capital.
Oh yeah, I got it. Okay, on Capital. Okay. Anything else that you want to cover? Anything else? Anything that you might have forgot, or anything that you want to, that might come to your mind, or anything that might have stood out? Oh wait, I do have a question.
Okay.
Okay, so Jacqueline stated to you that they slept in the van.
Yeah.
Did she tell you where they slept in the van at, or?
Well, I was assuming they were in front of the store in the van. There's a van there, so I mean, that's...
Oh, so when you got there, that van was outside already?
No, was the van outside already? I believe the van was there outside, and I couldn't mention it. I believe the van was out there when I got there, yes. Because we opened at 7 and I had got there, yeah.
Okay.
So that's why I say somewhere after 7. We were in the store somewhere a little bit after 7.
So you can, I know you tried calling California City PD.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Vicky Beard just said 10 toes down slang means being committed. So 10 toes down means being committed. And,
I thought she was trying to be funny. I didn't know what it meant. I just like, okay, you're 10 toes down. Like,
yeah, we even have Fear Zero.
Or she's traveling a lot. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Right. Fear Zero said the same thing, being committed, being devoted 100%.
That's how I know she paid with the $10 bill.
Now the van that they were in, do you remember I think there was 2 vans, right? Do you remember what that van looked like?
I don't. And the only reason why, because we get deliveries in the morning. We have the bread vans there, we have, the chip vans there from Frito-Lay, and, I have different vendors there in the morning.
Right.
And since, like the bread guy, I own, he comes in a white van. We have a couple of deliveries that come in a white van, so I don't really.
Right. Okay.
To me, it was nothing new. If I came to work one day and there was a white van there, it's like, okay, there's a white van there. And we have a delivery person.
Right. Do you want to go ahead and put it out there? That way, we're going to have people start searching and looking through that area. So.
Yes, but I also wanted to put out some flyers, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm, I work at a grocery store, so my finances aren't great. So, I have extra money. I wanted to put out flyers. I've been hoping that I can do that soon, because I also wanted to put it out there and hoping that I'm not the only one seeing these babies in this area. I'm really hoping, because like when I talked to you before, you said that you had one person that out here in San Jose.
Right.
that also suing kids, and kind of find out that don't know what happened to that person.
Do you remember what Trezell had on?
Yes, that's something I like seeing. The cops didn't ask me none of these questions. Mr. Hansen did not ask me any of these questions that you are asking me.
Well, there's a lot of people on here trying to ask too. You do remember, huh?
But you would expect it from an officer. That's
Right. Yeah, it's true.
So he was wearing what I noticed was his face mask, his covering.
Okay.
And his jacket was a camouflage, kind of like those puffy not too puffy loose jackets that you wear for snowboarding, but not too thick.
Right.
Yeah, that was camouflage.
Okay. So his jacket was camouflage.
It came down to like maybe I don't know. It was a longer kind of jacket,
So the jacket was camouflage. You remember what type? Did he have what, pants, shorts, or?
I want to say no. I just noticed the camouflage. I didn't really pay attention to him.
Okay.
He was quiet. I don't know.
And
I couldn't even tell you the shoes. I don't know.
Right. And what about Jacqueline? You remember what she had on?
She was all in black, and she had a pink, kind of peachy colored purse, like a little, like a wallet, bigger than a wallet.
A pinky purse. What's that?
Like peach, like a peach colored purse.
Oh, a peach colored purse.
Like pink or peach,
Okay. Let me see here. All right, yeah. I mean, if you have anything else that you could, remember. I mean, you did a good job in, recalling everything. I appreciate you doing that. I know you didn't have to do this, and just like right now, you could have made that up right now and said, well, he had on a camouflage jacket, but you couldn't remember the pants, and you could have just said anything right now. I'm telling you, I already know that you're being very sincere, so I'm glad you're able to get this all off your chest. Yeah, I'm glad that you're able to get this off your chest and off your mind. I mean, I told you the first day we talked that. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
With this case, honestly, if there's one thing I can say, what I can say is, this should go national. Yeah, it just should not be, all children's victims. I think that they should go national. You shouldn't have to wait so long for it to get out there and realize, things.
Okay.
Child, they need to work on it right away.
Absolutely. We have a question for you. Dime wants to know, has anyone ever approached you and told you not to talk?
Not physically.
Not physically.
They haven't approached me. I mean, no one's approached me. All I can say is that, I just want to be careful. And I don't want to talk about that anymore. So.
You don't want to talk about that?
Yeah.
Okay. I understand. Well, thank you for, opening up and, sharing what you know. We're going to have to, like I said earlier, we're just going to have to do our homework now. What's the store that the name of your store that they came into?
It was Grocery Outlet.
Grocery Outlet. And Grocery Outlet is in San Jose, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is there's any other grocery outlets out there, or is that the only one?
There's a few.
Okay, so you guys keep in mind, if you're out there in San Jose and you're going to be searching, if you guys go past her store, it's a private store, so you can't be going inside of the store with cameras on. They can kick you off. If you guys want to go and just look through the parking lot, look for video cameras or anything like that, other stores in that area, then hey, feel free. So that your store is Grocery Outlet. Is there the name of the street it's on?
Well, the thing is too is if they want to look in the parking lot for stuff, they probably. I mean, believe me, I have to work there every day. I have to freaking work with. I look with freaking checkout stand number 3. Is every day when I go into work, I look over at check stand 3. So
Is it the one on North Capitol? North Capitol Avenue?
Sorry?
Is it the one on North Capitol Avenue?
North Capitol Avenue is for writing that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I don't want people coming over to the grocery shop. They're not going to find anything out there, and the reason is we have people to go out there and go drive the parking lot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Twice a week.
Yeah, that's.
This is back, and everything's been washed away. It's been raining down here. So if you want to start looking somewhere, and when I start, really want to find a place, hit up all the stores outside of Grocery Outlet. Like the 7-Elevens, the Rite Aid, stores that are headed out of town.
So there's
Monterey Road. That's where I'm looking. I'm looking down Monterey Road.
Okay.
You guys come with cameras in the store. You guys are not going to find anything at the store because
Right.
too long ago.
So there's a 7-Eleven there, though, right?
There's 7-Eleven. There's a 7-Eleven down the street, yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay.
But, I mean, maybe you'll find somebody else out there that has seen them. Maybe they stopped at the 7-Eleven. I don't know. I hope so. I hope they stopped at the 7-Eleven.
Have you tried calling? Have you tried contacting the FBI about what you've seen?
No.
I mean, if you feel like
I have called. Like I said, I've called Officer Hanson twice, and he was very negative with me both times.
Right.
And so I didn't know where to turn to, who to trust. And in the beginning, when I prayed about this, I'm like, who am I supposed to get a hold of if I can't even
right.
call the police here? And that's why I reached out to you.
I know, and I appreciate you doing that. I remember you you stated that when we first talked. So, I mean, I guess that's about it.
Yeah.
I appreciate you stepping forward and having the courage to come forward, and we just
I'm
need to.
definitely going to be looking out here, and I'm starting on Monterey Road.
Okay.
I think that's maybe where we should start at. Set up some stores.
Okay.
Going out of town, and there's also a park that I was at previously before. That I was looking at. There's Hellier Park right off the 101. There's also Coyote Ranch. There's
Coyote Ranch.
Coyote Ranch
Okay.
off of Monterey Road. I've been looking in a couple of different places, so that's where I'm looking.
Okay. Well, I'll be out there next weekend, so for sure I'll be out there, and we could go out and go check out different locations, and I'll stop at pretty much every store that's out there. So, I mean, in that vicinity where you said that they might have drove off to. So when they left, they most likely went right towards the Rite Aid because they were looking for diapers, right?
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate it.
Really odd too. I was just going to say the fact that the only thing that she brought was that caramel cappuccino. I couldn't understand why feeding the kids in the morning, and things and stuff like that. It's just being a mom, it's just thoughts go through your head.
Right.
I don't know.
I get it.
Okay. Well, you all have a blessed day, and
You have a blessed day as well.
may the wisdom come and the truth and everything. It really is the truth. The truth is going to, we'll find the baby somehow or
Right.
another. We'll find them.
Right.
Okay.
All right. I appreciate you.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
No, you're welcome. Bye-bye. All right, guys. So I'll take some time now to read through the comments. A blue backpack. Oh my goodness. Here, hold on. Hold on, guys. Let's I'm gonna call her right back. Just real quick, then we're gonna hang up so that way I can speak to you guys. I just seen that comment right now. Hey,
Hello?
so do you recall anyone having on just one question, then I'll get off. Do you recall anyone having on a backpack or carrying a backpack?
I don't remember. I just really, I only remember like really Jacqueline a whole lot because I was doing so much conversation with her and just the boys, the front, yeah,
Okay. Alrighty.
yeah. I'm sorry.
All right, no problem. All right, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, bye. Yeah, so she doesn't remember, guys, if they had a backpack. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys for being in here. You guys, let me know what you think here in the comment section. AV, have you seen the footage from the 21st at Cal City House? Yeah and no. Now, let me tell you why. So, when I drove up to the Cal City House, I was live. You guys remember that? And that's when the neighbors started talking to me and said, hey, you know what? Like, I got footage in here, blah, blah, blah. He's the one that was running that whole, fast forward, rewind, everything else like that. So the only part that I seen was when Trezell came out and took off and so-called went searching. But when I went back again, I recorded from the 19th and you see just the four boys come out and then they take off. And then you see them come back and no kids come back that day. And then the video, because of who was, operating that video, I don't have access. I didn't touch his machine. I didn't do any of the fast forward stuff. It was mainly him and a friend of mine went out there, and because he knows like security cameras and stuff, he was operating the fast forward and different things like that, rewind. So no, all we've seen was 19th, some on the 20th, and then the 21st when he was in the backyard. And, he said, like his interview said, he was picking up firewood. He was getting, whatever he was getting back there. And that's all I seen, guys. So, and then the neighbor states that the DVR, once it's plugged back in, right, it starts recording over everything that was already there. So it starts recording over this stuff. I'm kind of hoping that maybe I could, I tried once already. I'm going to try again. No, I'm going to ask him if there's any way we could maybe get his DVR and maybe I could replace it with another DVR or something just for a little bit and see if we could get somebody to get into that DVR to find those old videos. There it has to be there somewhere, I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. Yeah, he was supposed to, but he said that it got deleted. The footage got, re-recorded over, so there was no time to do it, and that it would take a long time. If you had like a flash drive, it was a flash drive actually type thing that you plug in and then you upload, but it got all recorded over, and that's the thing. This is the same stuff that either Cal City PD has that footage or the FBI has the original footage. They got that original footage. Hey, is retired Sergeant Molina in here? Hello, hello, hello. That's what I'm talking about, the cloud. So there has to be a cloud. There has to be a way to get into that DVR and extract those videos, that's on there. It just can't be gone. I mean, I don't know. Did they check the border security cameras? I have no clue. But I am going to talk to her again after I get off of here. And I'm going to let her know, hey, take it to the FBI, talk to them, let somebody know. Because obviously you just heard what she said. And I don't know if Hanson did that because of all, I mean, I can only imagine. I mean, all the stuff that I get sent my way, and it's all phony crap. I'm like, man, what is all this crap? You can imagine what's getting sent their way as well. But you can't just blow people off because somebody over here lied and they made up this big old story, and I'm just gonna start judging the next person that calls me. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, whatever. I heard it all already. No, you can't do that. I sit down, I listen, I ask questions, I weigh it out, I pray about it, and I say, okay, you know what? I know she's telling the truth. I'm telling you guys, man, that girl is telling the truth. There's nothing to gain out of that. There's nothing, absolutely nothing to gain out of making up some type of story like that. It's just not. It doesn't make sense. She's not doing it for a pop. You don't see her making a YouTube channel and start saying this stuff on there. Why? Why is she not doing that? I mean, if she's in it for just herself, that she wants to be seen and be known who she is, like, hey, look at me here, look, I got a video. I seen them. I was maybe the last person to see them here at this grocery store. You don't see her doing none of that at all. So I mean, sometimes you just gotta, think a little bit. I don't think she's mistaken. I really don't. I could understand if, like she said, they both had masks on, but she actually said that they called their names, and she said, "Oh, you guys like a couple little cowboys and stuff like that," and so she remembers vivid details, and this is something that we really need to look into. We need to look into this. I mean, I'm gonna go out there. I mean, if it's somebody wasting time, then I'll just be wasting my time then, right? But I don't believe she's doing that. I believe her. I really do. I believe what she's saying, guys. Okay, Steve, if he will give you the DVR to have the storage drive removed. Okay. All right, Fear Zero. Where are you located? So I don't know if there's a way to find out if there's a way to find out if they were actually, if they went to that court to try to get paperwork for two of the foster kids. I mean, how do we find out if two of the foster kids are from that area? So I don't know. But we do have some homework to do, guys. We need to, I'm going to do some homework because I keep hitting dead ends out here, man. Dead ends after dead end. Hold on. So it's stressful. I mean, what are we on now? Like almost the what? 55 days, 60 days or something like that. And we don't know anything. I mean, we're learning a lot of stuff. We're learning a lot of stuff, but it's been a while, guys. It's been a while. So, Miss Angela, if you can, try to get a hold of me. I mean, if you're in that area, if anybody else is in that area, now's your time to go to that Rite Aid, guys, or go to that parking lot where that 7-Eleven and that what was it, a Dollar General or something like that. Go and look, you know. It sucks, man. It sucks. This sucks big time. But timeline for this, Jamie Smith said timeline for this. So December the 21st is when she is saying she's seen Trezell, Jacqueline, and both the boys on December the 21st. I don't know, guys, but I'm thinking. Echo, how far is Palmdale, California from San Jose?
From San Jose, Palmdale is 328.8 miles away by car.
Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna go up there. I'm gonna go up there next weekend. I'm taking off, so we'll see what happens on the interview room. Okay, I'll call Duty Ron today and see what he has going on. Okay, so Moon Rain says it's gonna be 5 hours from where I'm at to San Jose. How many hours was it again from California City to San Jose? You guys remember? And that's if you're going, let's just say you're going 70 miles per hour. 65, 70, maybe even 75 in some sections, you know? Because it can't, I mean, I know I'm further than them. Because it takes me about 45 minutes to get from here to Cal City. 6 hours. Okay, that's about right then. All right, guys. Hey, I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you guys for joining and being in here and not forgetting about me. I'm here, guys. I'm going to be uploading a few videos, man. I'm not posting everything online. And a lot of stuff that I'm finding out, I'm not putting it out there. And I'm just not going to do it, you know. But as soon as everything comes together, all this is going to go out there. And you guys are going to, I don't know, man. I really believe that there's something truly bad. I will tell you guys that. Something bad going on. There's so many people out there looking. I don't know. I'm gonna keep my thoughts to myself. But yo, I love you guys, man. Appreciate you guys. Every last person who's super chatted, thank you for doing that. It is gonna help out when it comes in. I appreciate you guys for doing that, guys. Like always, I don't want to be rude. I don't want to just cut the live feed. So now's your time to say your see you laters, your goodbyes, and everything else, man. El Rato, Jude V. Appreciate you. Appreciate you guys, man. Much love and respect to all of you guys. If you need to, if you joined into the live feed late, just as soon as I get off of it, it'll upload and or it'll just clear, and then you just go back and rewatch it if you want to listen to it over and over and over and find anything in there, or I don't know, man. I don't know. But I do know that we need to find these boys. We need to find these boys, man. It's been too long. It's been too long. I really want to know something, though. What are they doing out there? Seriously, what's going on out there in Cal City? I need to know. I want to know. All of us need to know. Because I've taught, you can't get mad at me. Cal City PD, you cannot get pissed off at me. Let me tell you something. I've talked to neighbors out there that told me you guys didn't even talk to them. So don't get mad at me. Don't shoot the messenger. It's true, though. I've talked to people in Cal City that should have been spoken to that hasn't been spoken to. Why is that? Why when someone calls in and they're trying to tell you what they seen and what was going on, you chuckle? Or whatever it is you did. Why is that? You can't just throw people to the curb. You gotta, unfortunately, I mean, this is the job that you wanted, right? You wanted to be law enforcement. Don't turn into a freaking tyrant because you think that you know everything. Weigh it out. Hear people out. Listen to what they gotta say. Don't just laugh them off. Don't just send them on down the road. Talk to them. Hear them out. It's crazy, man. If you look, Cal City, you guys want a new sheriff in town? Let me know. I'm right here, baby. Let me know. And I'm gonna start locking all you motherfuckers up. AV Watchmen, and I'm out.